Blessed with an abundance of sunshine, sprawling orchards, and vast vineyards, the Okanagan Valley in the heart of British Columbia has plenty to offer. Yet there is another star attraction that, because it operates above the valley floor, you often hear it well before it is seen. Each year, thousands are drawn to the Kettle Valley Steam Railway, not only for its history, but to experience firsthand the majesty and raw power of the last fully operational steam locomotive in Canada.
Well, we like to say the 3716 and the train itself is history in motion. And for our guests that come up here, it's a multi-dimensional experience. Now, what we are finding is that a lot of people that are now in their 60s and 70s and 80s remember as children riding steam trains, through the farming communities. And they turn around and they bring their grandkids up here. And people also come up here for the scenery, they come up for the music, they come up for the train robberies. So that's why we have a multi-dimensional experience.
Located in Summerland, BC, the Kettle Valley Steam Railway began operating as a heritage railway in September of 1995. Its primary mission then remains the same today, to preserve a significant piece of Canadian rail history dating back to 1910.
The railway initially was built by the CPR as a short line, and Lord Shaughnessy had contracted out to Andrew McCullough, the chief engineer, to come in and survey the area of the Okanagan for accessible routes to put in a rail line. It was a very difficult terrain, but they continued to put the line through and through some very hazardous areas. There was a lot of bridges that had to be built and rock to be blasted, tunnels to be put in.
What became known as McCullough's Wonder would take 5 years to complete. Finally, in 1950, the 325-mile Kettle Valley Railway would celebrate the start of what would be more than a 70-year run as a vital link between BC's Okanagan Valley and distant markets east and west. Gradually, though, due to advances in transportation and high operating costs, the Canadian Pacific Railway decided to cease operation of the KVR in 1989.
Well, when the CPR decided to shut down the Kettle Valley Railway, as it was known, there were visionaries in Summerland who felt that this would be an opportune moment to at least preserve a section of the railway. There was an original society that was formed latter part of 1995, and they struggled because they didn't have any equipment. And another society was formed, which is now known as the Kettle Valley Railway Society in 1998, and it has been the caretaker of a legacy that we are very proud of.
Utilizing 10 miles of the original KVR line, the Kettle Valley Steam Railway early on operated with a loaner locomotive and 2 passenger coaches. In 2003, the railway would get a major facelift when it successfully petitioned the provincial government for a prized steam locomotive, the Consolidation 3716.
Well, it was built in 1912 by the Montreal Locomotive Works, ordered by the CPR, mainly for hauling freight. Worked most of its life in the west, Winnipeg west into the Kootenays. Originally built as a coal burner, converted to an oil burner in about the late 40s. It's quite a thrill to be in control of this much power. There's really no experience like it.
Renamed the Spirit of Summerland in 2010, the century-old 3716, with all its bells and whistles, is a crowd favorite. Yet by no means is it the only feature that makes a ride on the Kettle Valley Steam Railway so enjoyable.
We do follow the sides of the mountain through Prairie Valley, so you're looking down on the valley itself, and most of the valley now is being converted over into wineries, and it looks very beautiful. And of course it's those other things, the sound of the engine, the whistle, the click-clack of the wheels.
Come on, you can do it with me. Woo! Woo!
The other thing too that we hear is we love the staff and volunteers. You know, when people come up here and they ask us questions, I think that is the light switch for us, because we believe in what we do. We are storytellers, and sometimes we embellish a bit to make it more interesting, but that's part of the fun.
Something else that makes the Kettle Valley Steam Railway fun are the special event trains it features at various times throughout the year. By far the most popular is one that brings alive a slice of the Wild West.
The Garnet Valley Gang is a non-profit organization such as we are. And the Garnet Valley actually robs our train.
You didn't pay up!
And we also have our dance hall girls and a sheriff on board when this takes place. It's a very exciting time. They come riding out of nowhere, firing their guns, and the train stops and the robbers board, and they start cleaning out everybody's pockets. And so it's memorable. And that is followed by a barbecue, and the food is fabulous.
On average, the Kettle Valley Steam Railway plays host to nearly 30,000 people from around the world. To stay on track and keep them coming, Ron Restrick and his staff have perfected a simple formula. It starts with good old-fashioned hospitality that is then cleverly blended with the thrills of riding an authentic steam train so that by journey's end, no one goes home disappointed.
We hope that they feel that they have learned something or relived something, and we know that happens, but more importantly, we want them to think of us as something that they would recommend to their friends, and that is the highest form of flattery for us.
If you have an idea for Northwest Profiles, send it to KSBS TV, 3911 South Regal, Spokane, Washington 99223. Northwest Profiles is a presentation of KSBS Public Television.